Hello everyone. Factoring quadratics when the a value does not equal 1. In this case, the a value is 35, the b value is negative 27, and the c value is negative 18. So we are going to use a technique called decomposition. So we need to consider that a value multiplied by that c value, so 35 times negative 18, and that's going to equal negative 630. And the b value equals negative 27. So we need to consider values, factors of negative 630. So maybe we could start off with negative 63 times 10. And then maybe we could expand negative 63 into negative 9 times 7 times 10. And then the idea is we need to add two of these, just two numbers, not three, but two numbers that multiply to equal negative 630, and the same two numbers add to equal negative 27. So let's keep rearranging this. Negative 3 times 3 is 9, times 7, times 2, times 5. Okay, and that will still equal negative 630. And if we group the 3, the 7, and the 2, that will equal negative 42. And if we group the 3 and the 5, that'll give us 15. And I'm going to make the 42 negative. One of these two numbers, one of these two factors needs to be negative, so it equals negative 630. And the reason why I'm going to make 42 negative is because our resulting sum is a negative 27. So we've got two numbers, two integers that multiply to equal negative 630, and the same two integers, if you add them, will equal negative 27. So we found the pair of numbers that we need. So let's continue. Let's move on to another slide. And let's rewrite this with those two new numbers. So 35x squared. Then we're going to use the numbers we just discovered. Negative 42x plus 15x. And that's the decomposition of negative 27. So two numbers that add up to give us negative 27. So therefore we decomposed negative 27. And the negative 18 remains. And that completes our trinomial. I'll write the original one underneath since I'm on a new page. So you can see that it still equals the original trinomial. We decomposed 27 to equal a sum of negative 42 plus 15x. Okay, so let's continue with factoring. Next, we need to group them. So we're going to take the first two terms, and we're going to factor out a 7 and an x, because both terms have a greatest common factor of 7x. So that leaves us with 5x minus 6 for the first group. Then the second group, let's change colors here. The second group, we're going to factor out a 3. Because 15 is divisible by 3 and 18 is divisible by 3. And that's our common factor. 15x divided by 3 is going to be a quotient of 5x. And negative 18 divided by 3 is a quotient of negative 6. And you might see where this is heading now. We have decomposed negative 27. Then we factored the two groups, the first two terms and the last two terms. And as a result, we have another common factor in the groups. that can be divided out. The binomial common factor of 5x minus 6. So we divide that out, and we're left with 7x in the first term, and we're left with 3 in the second term. And we have just factored the trinomial, a complex trinomial, since a is not 1, by using the decomposition technique. And that concludes this video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. You guys are awesome.